since 1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the New Year's Day 2026 edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood and Happy New Year. Topping our news today, the Mooresville Police Department issued an update regarding a homicide investigation that we previously reported on. On Wednesday, they announced that the final suspect, 17-year-old Christopher Noe Flores of Statesville, was arrested following his release from the hospital. He is charged as an adult with murder, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and conspiracy to commit robbery with a dangerous weapon. 5 other suspects also face those same charges, and 2 other individuals were charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. Mazeppa Park was reopened to the public. The Mooresville Police Department thanked the Statesville Police Department and Iredell County Sheriff's Office for their assistance in the investigation. Attorney General Jeff Jackson won a case against the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for withholding state funds for emergency management, disaster relief, and Homeland Security operations. According to a news release from the North Carolina Department of Justice, the court rejected the federal government's unlawful conditions on the grant, stating that the conditions were not, quote, consistent with congressional intent or FEMA's mission, end quote. Attorney General Jackson sued the federal agencies in November for imposing unlawful terms on the grants without congressional approval after Congress passed a law setting how much each state should receive. The agencies unlawfully held one grant and shortened the time period on another. The Federal Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, has awarded North Carolina $213 million through the Rural Health Transformation Program, or RHTP. These funds will improve health care access for rural North Carolinians. In November, North Carolina submitted its application for these funds with bipartisan support from the state's congressional delegation. These funds are awarded for 2026, and North Carolina will be eligible for more funding each year for the next 5 years. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services worked quickly to develop the state's plan through extensive engagement with more than 420 stakeholders, including rural hospitals, community health centers, local health departments, tribal communities, community-based organizations, and faith-based organizations. Arianna Mack is with us now with details on a road closure next week in Hickory.
Watch out, Hickory drivers. An early January road closure has been announced in Hickory. On January 6th and January 7th, 2026, the westbound lane of 8th Avenue Northeast will be closed in Hickory from Highland Avenue Northeast to 8th Street Northeast for tree trimming operations. The eastbound direction will be reduced to 1 lane. The closure will start at 8:30 a.m. and should be finished by 3:30 p.m. each day. A detour route will be established and clearly marked. Please slow down and exercise caution when traveling through this area so crews can return home safely. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna. In today's crime report, Arianna reports on the arrest of a man who was allegedly on hospital grounds illegally. In local sports, Jason Savage has a wrap-up of the year in local sports in our area. In Community Focus, I'll be joined by Lindsay Lewis for the latest update on the Catawba County Library System. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on Channel 14.2, and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
It's Nick, the Kia man at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And it's the winter sales event going on right now.
What's that mean for you? 0 down payment available.
And no payments for 90 days.
Plus a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles under $20,000.
With big discounts on new Kias.
So you've got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory. 0 down payment available, no payments for 90 days, and a lot of quality pre-owned cars starting under $20,000.
And big discounts on new Kias. ParamountKia.com.
Get your Kia at Paramount.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic.
It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here.
Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory, and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory, and Valdez.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report, Arianna Mack has details on the arrest of a man for allegedly being on hospital grounds illegally.
That's correct, Rob. A sex offender has been charged with being at a hospital illegally. 50-year-old Michael Shane McGinty was arrested by Iredell County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with felony counts of unlawful presence on premises by a sex offender and failure to report a change of address by a sex offender. On December 22, 2025, the Iredell County Sheriff's Office received a report that a registered sex offender may have been inside a local hospital. Under North Carolina law, registered sex offenders are not allowed within 300 feet of certain places, including schools, daycare centers, and hospital birthing centers, because those areas involve children and families. The case was sent to the Sheriff's Office Special Victims Unit. A detective identified the individual as Michael Shane McGinty and confirmed through the investigation that McGinty was at the hospital on December 22nd and was not there for a medical emergency, which is one of the only exceptions allowed. A detective attempted to serve the first warrant at McGinty's registered address in Statesville. However, residents at the home said he was no longer living there. Since registered sex offenders are required to update their address information, a second warrant for failure to report change of address by a registered sex offender was obtained. On December 23rd, McGinty was arrested and transported to the Iredell County Detention Center. Bond was set at $100,000 secured. No upcoming court dates were listed. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. Up next, David Cedrone has details on a pair of arrests made in Catawba County cases.
All right, thanks, Rob. Well, Hickory police have made an arrest on a drug charge. Police arrested 36-year-old Armando Jimenez of First Street West in Conover on Sunday. He's charged with felony possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. Jimenez was taken to the Catawba County detention facilities, being held without bond. His first court appearance is scheduled for Wednesday in district court. And a Hickory woman facing multiple drug-related charges tied to another county. Catawba County Sheriff's deputies arrested 45-year-old Ashley Michelle Maynard today on outstanding warrants from Gaston County. She is charged with possession of methamphetamine, a misdemeanor probation violation, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Maynard was jailed in the Catawba County detention facility under a $50,000 bond. The Gaston County court date is scheduled for January 5th. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. A Virginia woman was arrested by Caldwell County authorities on a fugitive warrant. 35-year-old Adrienne Page Wilson of Bluefield, Virginia, was arrested Friday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. She's charged on a felony warrant with 2 counts of being a fugitive from another state. Wilson is charged with grand larceny in Tazewell County, Virginia. She was confined in the Caldwell County Detention Center without bond. A court date is January 5th. 40-year-old Oliver Predelis of Hickory was arrested Tuesday by Hickory police. He's charged with breaking and entering to a motor vehicle and attempt to break or enter a motor vehicle. Predelis was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under no bond. A Wednesday court date was scheduled. A Newton man is charged with drug and gun offenses. 43-year-old Francisco Javier Roman Guadarrama was arrested Tuesday on charges filed by the Hickory Police Department and Catawba County Sheriff's Office. Hickory police charged him with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance, carrying a concealed gun, misdemeanor larceny, and second-degree trespass. The Catawba County Sheriff's Office charged Roman Guadarrama with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and placed him on an ICE detainer. Following the arrest, the suspect was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility. A district court date was scheduled on Wednesday. A Newton woman is charged with meth possession. 37-year-old Jessica Mae Snyder was arrested Tuesday by Hickory police. She's charged with possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Following the arrest, Snyder was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility without bond. A Wednesday district court date was scheduled. A Hickory woman faces drug and trespassing charges. 26-year-old Brittany Lorraine Farley was arrested on charges filed by 2 agencies. She's charged by Hickory police with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Catawba County Sheriff's Office charged Farley with misdemeanor larceny and second-degree trespass. She was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $10,000 bond. A district court date was scheduled on Wednesday. And that's our crime report on this New Year's Day. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
It's Nick, the Kia man at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And it's the winter sales event going on right now.
That means 0 down payment available.
And no payments for 90 days.
And big discounts on all new Kias.
ParamountKia.com.
Get your Kia at Paramount.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
As they come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic.
It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here.
Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
Rex Allen Theater's back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on Free TV.
I want to tell you about Dr. Joe's Energy Boost Chewables. These things are amazing. Good, clean energy, no caffeine, no sugar crashes, and not even a hassle of swallowing pills. Now, these contain 2 ingredients. One of them is citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation, even helps lower your blood pressure. And ginseng, this helps manage stress, keeps you focused, and gets you physically energized throughout the day. You can get these and all of our supplements on our website, drjoe.com. That's drjoe.com.
It's Telluride time at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And right now, we have up to $1,000 in bonus cash on select Kias, including Tellurides.
And no payments for 90 days.
We've never seen bonus cash like this.
Never.
Come see us at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. Let's take a look at some of the big local sports stories that happened in the calendar year 2025. So for our schools, some of this might go back all the way to the last school year because that did happen in 2025. And that's actually where we begin in the spring of 2025. In the 4A class of softball, South Caldwell won the softball championship series over D.H. Conley, winning 3-1 in the first game of the best of 3 series. And then they would win game 2 to sweep the series 2-0 over D.H. Conley. In game 2, the South Caldwell Spartans would win that contest 6-3, and those games were held at the Duke Softball Stadium. Spartans have now won 2 softball titles. They won back in 2019 as well. And in that game 2, the Spartans actually trailed 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. McKenna Yunt hit a 2-run RBI single to center field, scored on a double later on from Sidney Woodward. Then Yunt and Woodward would add 2 more runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to put things away. Maddie Moore earned the win, 5 1/3 innings in the circle, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits. She picked up a 5-out save, Brown that is, with the Spartans. And as a result, the most valuable player for this series went to McCartney Harrington. She went 1 for 2 and had the game-winning RBI in the Friday game that opened up that series. But South Caldwell finished the year 32-2 and were the state 4A softball champions. Now this fall, you'll remember in the 5A class, the Hickory High Red Tornado volleyball team won the state 5A championship at the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum, winning 3-1 over Seaforth. Emmy Gamble was named the most valuable player of that event as Hickory won their final 12 matches of the season, finishing 35-4 overall and winning the state championship in their first ever appearance in a volleyball state title game. Not to be outdone, the North Carolina School of Science and Math of Morganton won the 1A Girls Cross Country Championship this fall. It was the Dragons' first ever state title, literally until days later, because the women's dual team tennis 1A champions are the North Carolina School of Science and Math of Morganton as they swept Beargrass Charter 5-0. Shrika Chatta was named the most valuable player for that match as North Carolina School of Science and Math of Morganton went from 0 state championship to 2 in the span of hours. Pretty cool. Moving over now to Lenoir-Rhyne as we take some glances at what happened in this 2025 year with Lenoir-Rhyne. We got to start with men's basketball, right? One of their best seasons ever. 29-6, won the South Atlantic Conference tournament in overtime, won the Southeast Regionals, advanced to the Elite 8, where they would lose to Washburn in the quarterfinal round, all in head coach Brett Owens' first year on campus. And then a little bit later on in the spring, Lenoir-Rhyne baseball had one of their best seasons in program history. Finished second in the South Atlantic Conference regular season, lost in the championship series to top-seeded Catawba, but then they went on a run during the NCAA tournament. They won over North Georgia in the regionals, beat Belmont Abbey, then won the Southeast Regional final over North Georgia again. In the Super Regionals, they would lose to Catawba in the first game of the best of 3. However, they beat them 6-3 to force a winner-take-all and won that one 6-1. knocking out their nemesis in the Indians. In the NCAA championships, LR would beat East Stroudsburg 15-11 and Central Missouri 12-9 before losing to Central Missouri twice with a chance to go to the best-of-3 championship series. And Lenore Women's Triathlon won the Division II National Championship for the third time in 4 years. Zola Cecilia won the individual D2 title, and Coach Mason won the National Coach of the Year award for the fourth time. And finally, in just their second year of existence, Hickory FC won the National Premier Soccer League National Championship, and in the process, averaged over 4,000 fans per game, including 6,247 in the national semifinals, and now the club is moving up to USL League 2. It was a great 2025. Let's see what 2026 has in store for us. We'll always have it right here on WHKY.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory, and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory, and Valdez.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic.
It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here.
Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
Hey, grab me one too.
Paramount Kia
realizes that there's a lot of myths and confusion when buying your car. What's the interest rate I get? What's the payment I get? Do I get to buy the car I want or the car you want me to buy?
And we understand that life happens and it's full of challenges.
That's why your friends at Paramount Kia want to help you through those challenges. We want to help you get the interest rate you want, the car you want, and the payment you deserve.
Come experience the Paramount difference. Let us surprise you.
Paramount Kia, let us help you.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. Joined now by Lindsay Lewis, I'm Rob Eastwood, and it is time for our monthly look at what's going on in the Catawba County Library System. Welcome, Lindsay. Happy New Year. Thanks for coming in. Tell us how the library branches will start off 2026.
Thank you, Rob. The library is ringing in the new year with Stronger by Design, a strategic planning initiative led by consultants from Library Strategies and supported by a community steering committee. With our current plan concluding in 2026, this new effort will help ensure that our services continue to evolve and respond to the changing needs of Catawba County residents. Throughout January, consultants will be gathering input from community members through surveys, focus groups, one-on-one interviews, and on-site activities such as feedback boards and wish trees. Our survey is open all month, and everyone who completes it will be entered into a drawing for a $25 Walmart gift card.
Well, that sounds great. So what will be going on for the kids in the month of January?
Little ones are invited to the St. Stephen's branch on Wednesday, January 14th for Mindful Music Storytime, where they can enjoy songs, yoga, and stories. Families can explore the benefits of decodable books at sessions offered at the Conover branch on Tuesday, January 6th, and the Sherrills Ford Terrell branch on Tuesday, January 13th. Young builders can join the Maiden branch's Lego Club on Wednesday, January 7th to build a parachute. On Thursday, January 22nd, kids can sharpen their culinary skills by learning to make gnocchi at the main library in Newton. For magical, messy fun, the St. Stephen's branch will host an art and chemistry activity on Saturday, January 24th, and those interested in cryptography can learn to create and solve codes at the main library in Newton on Wednesday, January 28th.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun for the kids. What about activities for the teenagers in January?
Teens can kick back with treats and cocoa during a screening of The Hunger Games at the Southwest Branch on Monday, January 5th. On Friday, January 9th, the main library in Newton invites teens for an afternoon of Nintendo Switch and board games. Readers can join the St. Stephen's branch's new book club on Monday, January 12th to discuss Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. To round out the month, the Cheryl's Ford Terrell branch will host a printmaking workshop on Monday, January 26th for those interested in learning a new art form.
And as always, how about the activities for the adults at the libraries?
The library is offering a wide range of technology programs this month, which are perfect for anyone with a new device or looking to refresh their digital skills. Veterans can stop by the main library in Newton on Monday, January 5th for coffee and one-on-one tech support. The main library in Newton will also host weekly digital resolution sessions beginning Friday, January 9th, covering topics like using calendars and reminders, decluttering devices, organizing email, and managing finances. On Tuesday, January 6th, learn how to spot scams, block spam, and protect your online identity at Longview Town Hall, or visit the Southwest Branch for general tech help. Lastly, join us on Tuesday, January 27th via Zoom or in person at select branches to pick up tips and tricks for using AI.
Well, how can people connect with the library to get more information?
To register for any of our programs or to get more details on dates, times, and locations, please visit our website or call your local library branch. And remember, the library will be closed January 19th in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Enjoy the beginning of the new year, and we will see you at the library.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, and thanks to all of you for watching. Remember, for all of the latest news and sports updates 24/7, go to our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports every day of the week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming online at multiple platforms and at our website. For Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, and Lindsay Lewis, I'm Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, Happy New Year from all of us at WHKY.